Hey guys, what's up? You may be wondering why there's been a sharp decline in my Borderlands pre-sequel videos. Um, First of all, I started playing Hyrule Warriors is one reason. Second of all, is there's nothing to do in the pre-sequel. They have issues that they need to work out. They need to implement respawnable bosses and mini bosses. Um, Mob density's not bad. The mobs are just kind of spread out. The maps are kind of piss poor compared to the other two. You don't have a real good mobbing map like I can't remember the name of it, but the Hyperion factory from the Captain Scarlet DLC, and then like the Bloodshot Stronghold, and even the Ramparts and Southpaw Steam and Power. You know, you don't have maps like that in the pre-sequel. I was running the Titan production facility because you could do a couple mobs and then fight Felicity, and that's how I was testing different weapon combinations and builds and things like that. But the pre-sequel, unlike the other two games, has gotten very boring for me very quickly. Um, my other issue is, well, let me preface this with most of you know by now, they nerfed the melee, the legendary melee shields, which is fine. They were overpowered, but whatever. Just recently, they nerfed the continuous damage bonus to the Rosie. They took the healing on the probe from like 56% down to like 2% and got rid of the critical damage modifiers. So, because, people were using it for damage. But I wouldn't have a problem with any of that stuff other than the fact that they're nerfing things without fixing things. And then for Randy Pitchford to be on Twitter saying that they are having a debate about the respawnable bosses, that shouldn't even be a debate. That should be a fix this now thing. It shouldn't even have been a problem because they never should have made the bosses non-respawnable. They should have respawned the day the fucking game came out. And, like an asshole, I bought the fucking season pass because I've always liked the DLCs that came out for Borderlands and Borderlands 2, so I figured this one wouldn't be any different. But there's some serious issues with this game that I hope they fix, but just some of the stuff I read on Twitter yesterday, and regardless of my opinions on people, the way that members of the staff responded to members of the community, I felt was inappropriate. People were just asking honest questions, and Gearbox members kind of took it as, instead of just dealing, like, being honest and answering the questions, they almost acted like they were being trolled. Well, not almost, they acted like they were being trolled or picked on or something, by the big bad community members. And that wasn't the case. I was getting it all, or the impression I was getting it all. And you implemented a change within the game that was unpopular because people want things fixed that aren't being fixed. And then they go on Twitter, and when people are asking you legitimate questions, you're going to act like an asshole towards the people that paid for your game. It left a bad taste in my mouth. And like I said, it has. I have nothing against anybody involved in the exchange, but I definitely feel like for Gearbox to handle the situation they did, they definitely did things, and there were some comments that Gearbox staff members left. They were in poor taste, so I felt they could have been a little bit more respectful to the community members that were asking questions, and it, I just don't understand the mentality behind what's going into this game. I wasn't. There were some design decisions in Borderlands 2 I sort of disagreed with, but they were what they were. But overall, I would say that game was almost no, actually it wasn't almost perfect. A broken Borderlands 2 is a broken mess. You know, and their arguments in this one is they didn't want people going to the Rosie as like the go-to weapon, whereas, and then like the probe wasn't being used the way they intended. So you're not allowed to play the game your way. You have to play it how they want to. So, uh, hence why you see a heartbreaker in here. Fuck you, I'll play it how I want to fucking play it. But, you know, I don't understand what the problem with the probe was if you had the grog nozzle and the ruby in Borderlands 2. Plus you had more Moxie weapons in Borderlands 2. You had the good touch, the bad touch, the probe, or not the probe, the ruby, the grog nozzle, heartbreaker, can't remember if I said that or not, the hail, the kitten, the creamer, you know, and it almost seems to me like, and I have nothing against the community message or the official forums. I don't have anything against anybody there. I have no personal stakes in anything here. But it almost seems like to me that outside of, because like Randy Pitchford said, he reads the forums and stuff like that. So it almost seems like they just read the forums and they see a couple posts here and there bitching about something specific, like something specifically, and then they're like, oh, let's fix that. But they don't think like, hey, yeah, that does need fixed, but maybe we should do the respawnable bosses first, or maybe add a couple more fast travel spots. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. And I'm not saying that the Rosie didn't need fixed or the legendary Roid shields didn't need fixed. They needed some balancing, but it's not going to do you a whole lot of good to balance your game if there's nothing to fucking do with the balance. Plain and simple. But, you know, one of the things I've always harped on and preached on this channel in my videos is I'm always going to be, you know, once in a while I get a comment like, I don't understand why you don't have more subscribers, and I always say I'm behind the curve because I play whatever I feel like playing at the time and whatever I'm having fun playing at the time. And as it stands right now, I'm not having fun playing Borderlands the Pre-sequel. I'm tired of running through the story mode. I did it with Nisha, I did it with Athena, I did it with Handsome Jack. I gibbed Wilhelm to 50. I gibbed Claptrap to 50 because I just couldn't stomach running through the story mode again. The unique dialogue makes it kind of cool, but and different. But for the most part, I just couldn't do it again. But in short, hopefully they fix some things and make the game fun again, and we'll see what happens from there. But like always, guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, have a good one.